everyone, I'm Kathy with Kathy's Stampin' World, and welcome to another episode of Funful Friday. I'm so glad you're here with me. Today we are going to do a simple gift card holder fold that you can use for birthdays, weddings, and of course the upcoming holidays. Couple of business notes to get through today. If you would like to get the dimensions and a PDF tutorial delivered right to your inbox, if you are not already, please make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. And you can do that by going to the bit.ly/Kathy Stampin' World website right there, bit.ly/Kathy Stampin' World, and you will get another tutorial and you will be on my email list for all the future tutorials that come out each week. And the other thing is, if you would like to purchase something during the month of October, right there is the host code. If you use that and make a $35 purchase, you will get the setups for each of the 4 fun folds that I have done during the month of October. That means all the pieces will come to you ready to assemble. And there are a lot of pieces, if you haven't noticed, in these cards. Plus, you'll get the PDF tutorials just in case you've missed them. So that is the ordering special for this month. Don't forget, kits are still 30% off until the end of October. And if you've ever thought of becoming a demonstrator, now is the time. Contact me. There's an extra $30 in free merchandise in your starter kit. You get to choose. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Okay. That's all the business. Let's get back to stamping. Let's clear this off. Let's switch to there we go, our making screen. Okay, I am actually using 2 bundles today. That's not typical. Usually I just use one, but you'll see why. So we're going to use the Sweetest Star bundle. I did use that in my 12 Weeks of Christmas, which is live on Wednesdays, by the way, if you'd like to catch that. This is the Sweetest Star bundle. It is so stinking cute. So I'm going to use the Santa today. And then we are going to be using the Greetings of the Season bundle. Now, if you haven't checked this bundle out, here is what I am in love with. I am in love with the dies because they're tags. They don't just cut the words out. They're tags. And you can use these for so many other things. You'll see here that I use that tag right there. We're using that as a background piece today, and we're also going to be using, I may as well get it out, this tag right here for our words. I'm going to show you a little trick with this one that you can make it more versatile later on. So we're using those 2 bundles, and then I am also using the Iconic Celebrations DSP. I didn't even bring it up here to show you because I'm getting down to so few sheets I need to reorder. So it has Valentine's, it has New Year's, Christmas, and fall. This is the Christmas paper that we are using today. So you can see what it is that we are using. So, all right. So we will be using the Mossy, oh my gosh, I am drawing a blank. Yes, Mossy. Thank you, Mossy Meadow. I was right. Woo! Colors. Okay, so that is what we are using today. There are so many dimensions and cut lines today. I'm going to try and spew some out, but you know, I am not good at remembering all the numbers. So that comes in your tutorial. All right, so here we go. It's not a complicated one, but it has a couple of tricks to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is start with a, oops, I got the wrong dimensions here. It is 8.5 by 6 1/4. 8.5 by 6 1/4. And then what you're going to want to do is on the 8.5 side, you're going to place it in at the 4 1/4. And you are going to score. So basically you're scoring down the middle. And then we're going to turn it on the 6 1/4 side and score it at 3 1/8. Again, just the middle. Okay, Now, essentially what we are going to do is we are going to cut off this top piece, but we're actually going to cut down below that score mark here. I'll show you. So what I'm going to do is turn it back on the 8.5 inch, place it at 4 1/4. Now, instead of my scoring tool, I am going to place my cutter at 3 1/4. Okay, so it's an inch below the score line, not an inch, an eighth of an inch below the score line. All right, so I'm going to cut from there up. You can see what I've done. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to turn it, and instead of the 3 1/8, we're going to place it at the 3. At the 3, we're going to come down to the 4 1/4 mark, and we're going to go back up from there. Okay, and you can see I've cut this piece off. Now, let's go ahead and burnish on those fold marks. And the reason you cut that down is because this has to fold over. Okay, all right, so this is the basic piece right here. Now we're going to take this piece that we had and we are going to cut it down to 2 1/2 by 4. All right, so there you go. And that is your cutting and scoring there for this particular card. Okay, so this is all set up to go. I'm going to go ahead and make the inside pocket. So I'm going to take some DSP and adhere that right inside, just like this. And then I am using one other punch. You can use any punch, any die that makes you a happy camper. Anything that you would like. I'm just going to clip down a little pocket there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm using the hexagon punch there. Trying to make sure that it's centered. I'm just eyeballing it. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to use liquid glue to make sure it's held on. And plus, you could use tear and tape, but that gets a little narrow for your gift card. So I just like to use my liquid glue here, and I'm going to let it dry. All right. There we go. Now let's get to go. We'll set that aside to dry for a little bit, and let's get making some of our decorations. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to stamp my star from the Sweetest Star bundle. We'll just stamp it right here. Now these are outline stamps, so unless you're stamping on a color, you're going to want to add color. So of course I stamped in the memento so that I can add in with my blends. And you know, we could sit here and watch me color all day. I don't mind coloring. This is kind of my relaxation in the day, but I'm not going to do that for you. Instead, I have another one that is already colored for you. Here he is. Yes, he's so cute. Okay, now the beauty of the punch. Ooh, okay. If this ever happens, let me just show you something. You can actually place this back in. Did not know that was going to happen on camera. Trust me on this one. You can place this back in, you angle it, and you work it in there. Okay, this is new. Not new. It's happened before. Not on this one. But you push it in and angle it, and it goes back in. I'm not going to take the time to do that, but it can be fixed. So if that happens to you, know that you can do that. I'll go back and do that after I film. Always something with me, isn't it? Okay, haven't lost anything so far. There's my star, all ready to go. Loving that. Okay, and now let's bring him and get the saying that I want to use. So I'm using the Merry Christmas. It's actually 2 words, but a little hint when you're mounting this, I like to put it on my lined paper and then pick it up so I know that they're straight, because I want them to match up. And I didn't want to have to try and stamp them twice, you know, to make them match up. So that's how I do it. We are using the Mossy Meadow. I'm making sure I need to probably re-ink this pad. All right, now I'm going to stamp it right here. Ah, perfect. Okay, now I want to show you something. I'm going to use that die that I pulled, but all the dies in that set have a hole in them, and you can cover them in various ways. It's also a little bit longer than I want it to be. So I am going to show you how to make it the length that you want here. It's just as simple as you think it might be. So all right. Always have some washi tape or a Post-it so you can hold these in place. And we will bring that right on through. Now I want to show you, it's longer than I want, and it has that hole on the end that I don't want for this particular card. So I'm going to place this back on here, turn the die around, and line it right back up. See what I'm doing? Lining it up, moving it down. It fits right in the groove, so I'm not too worried. It just lays there, but I'm going to go ahead and tape it just to be sure. And then I'm just going to run it right back through the other way. Ah! I hate cutting on camera. There's a secret. I don't like it. It jiggles my table and it's awkward. I like to have everything cut out, but sometimes, you know, I just want to show you something. Okay, and there you have it. That's my shorter version. Okay, so it worked out great. Didn't have to hunt around for something else. All right, we are now ready to decorate our gift card holder. So before I do this, I'm going to do that last actually, because there's a unique way to close this up. I'd done a belly band card a while ago, and somebody commented how much they don't like belly bands, and I get it. They're a pain to slide, and then you got to keep track of them. They're cute as can be, but sometimes they get in the way. So I've got a different closure for you today to show you some ideas of things that you can do. All right. So this one goes on the fold in, and then this one goes up top, just like this. Now we're going to take this adorable cutout die, okay, and we're going to layer that right here so that I have a nice white background. And you're like, oh, I don't like that opening. Well, I'm not going to tie anything through that either. And you're going to see what I'm going to do here in a minute. I am going to mount the star. Santa. I can't believe we're thinking about Christmas so much already. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mount him with some dimensionals. And then we'll go ahead and add our sentiment across the bottom. Now, I am using the red and white twine, okay? But I want to show you how I'm going to do this attachment. I am going to put adhesive, make sure there's plenty of adhesive to hold this on, and I might even do a little like that, okay? To hold that in place. And then I'm going to add my card, my inside card to this. Okay. I want to stamp my saying before I forget. I have been known to forget to stamp the inside, so let's not do that. And this also comes from the greetings of the season. So not only do they have great outside ones, they have good inside ones, they have to, they have from, they have for you. Okay. It's the most wonderful time. All right, so envision a gift card going right in there. Close, close. Now I've used some very small punches, and I punched, I believe it was a 1/2 inch circle and then a 1/4 inch circle just to make it decorative. I am going to use not one but 2 small dimensionals. That's the key here. You want to pop it up double. So we got 1, and then the second one I want to line it up directly over top. There we go. Now we are going to add that right over that little dot. Oh, now watch. How much do I want? I am going to close it just by doing this. And then I will cut some off. And there you have an adorable gift card holder. Now I have another one to show you, so you have another idea. This one was made with the ephemera packs that will be back in stock. Please note they are coming back. Don't despair. And this was the Take a Bow or Take a Bow, whichever one, DSP. And so there you go. And there's the gift card. See how that works? So hopefully you can use this fun fold for your holiday gift giving this year, or whatever gift giving you have to do. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully you will join me again next week. And remember, if you would like the PDF tutorials, all you have to do is subscribe to my newsletter and those will come right to you. Until next Friday, or until live on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, have a great day, great rest of your week, and happy stamping.